that will achieve something rather significant. Yes, that's a victory for the American people.
You talked about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, the president talked a lot about shared sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about ending subsidies for oil companies. He talked about ending tax break for corporate jet owners. He talked about that this was a very fair deal, where he was offering 3-to-1 spending cuts, 1 in tax revenues. Where are the tax?
Well, Nora, I think we just addressed this, but I'll be happy to do it again. We did not get the grand bargain up front, and we all know why. Okay, there were, as the Speaker himself said, $800 billion on the table in revenue as part of a grand bargain. There were tough choices made by both sides in that potential agreement that was not reached, and we did not get that done. The Speaker decided he could.
Saying we gave them everything they wanted, and we got nothing.
I feel like I've taken this question 2 or 3 times already, and I've been very clear about how that's not the case. And in fact, we got significant achievements. Well, let's step back also. The President of the United States believes that deficit reduction is important. It is a false setup to suggest that somehow $1 in deficit reduction is a loss. It is a positive thing for Democrats.
Deficit reduction has to be done with spending and revenue.
Well, he does, and that's why he fully expects that the Joint Committee will include tax revenue as part of its consideration and its product. But as you know, throughout this process, there were cuts identified through the Vice President-led process in domestic spending, and also in the presidential-led process with the Speaker of the House. And you see that embodied in the first tranche of spending cuts that is part of this deal. I mean, that is not a negative, that is a positive. As the President made clear, progressives need to understand, and we think most obviously do, that deficit reduction is essential, done in the right way, because we need to get our fiscal house in order to ensure that we can do the things we need to do to grow the economy, make the key investments we need to make.
Finally, can you address the word that the New York Times used today in a front page piece, that the President has been diminished?
Well, I disagree. I think the President showed enormous leadership through this process. Again, he, direct President,